What's up, everybody? Destroyer here. Welcome back to another Castle or Lord of the Rings, the Battle from Middle-earth 2, patch 1.09. And today we have a 2v2 on Udun A4. So basically Udun, one of the reskins. So let's see what we got. We have our first player, Rhaegar, as a Mordor in the top left. His ally for this match is the Glute Master. As Dwarves in the top right. There seems to be in every replay. Feels that way at least. We have in the bottom left Jesse as Dwarves, and his ally for this match is EOL Scorpito, I believe is his name. I think it's Scorpito. Could be Scorpion, but I'm pretty sure it's Scorpito. We're gonna go with Scorpito, or we'll just go with Scorp. Then I can't be wrong at all. We'll call him Scorp. Perfect. As Goblins, so we got Goblins and Dwarves versus Dwarves and Mordor. So both teams have an evil team and both teams have a dwarf. And they're not across from each other. So this should be interesting, to say the least. Alright, so looks like Rhaegar is going for double Orc Pit start there. And a barricade expansion. That's an interesting choice for a starting thing. Maybe a bit too quick on the defensive building, I think. Archer range being thrown out by Glute Master there. So he's going to go for X-Swords most likely. X-Swords 1.9 are pretty good. They got huge range. So they're pretty useful. We got a Guardian start going for, I've already forgot, Jesse. And Scorp is going for Spider Pit. So potentially going for Spiderlings or Spider Riders. Depends really. I mean, Spiderlings could be good for harassing in this map. It's very large. Easy to get around and hide in trees as well with Spiderlings. You can do that if you so desire. But harassing dwarves with fast units is usually good. Right, first battalion of the phalanxes have been brought out for there's a dwarf player in the bottom left. I've immediately forgotten. Jesse. Yes. But he is on. He's being chased down by orc filth. Looks like there is a dwarven builder from Jesse going around looking for a cheeky little place to put a mine. I wonder if Jesse knows he's there. I'm sure he's on the lookout. And it looks like Glute Master is sending over a dwarven builder to help either look for him or build his own mine shaft so he can get over here quick and help his ally. We do have two battalions of Guardians though out for Jesse on the attack here. Rhaegar has some orcs, but not probably enough to defend. He has gone for, of course, the barricade expansion to help defend his base, which seems to be doing work. So maybe it wasn't such a bad idea after all. We do indeed have a Spiderling start for Scorp. Very nice. They'll have to be a bit careful, of course, against X-Swords. It's not what they excel at. They're good against swordsmen. And they also help against cavalry as well. As you'll see, mainly in 2.2 Rise of the Witch King, but in 1.9 they still help as well. Because they can chase them down, they can't be trampled. They're still useful against cav. But obviously not a direct counter by any means. Alright, so we have an army of Glute Master marching in here. Scorp's throwing up a arrow tower in reaction to that. It's also getting some Goblin warriors on the field. He's going to try and bring down as many as he can under the back cloud, which he has awkwardly moved away from the enemy. Does he not realize the back cloud is not helping him right now? There you go. Yeah. It turns out you actually have to put the back cloud over the enemy to make it effective. The radius isn't as big as you would think, so you gotta watch that. But the Spiderlings seem to be doing really well here. And of course against Guardians, which is what they should be good at, seem to be helping out quite nicely. I wonder if Guardians die to a Spiderling battalion one-on-one. They probably do, you know? And of course Guardians are the bulk of the dwarf forces besides, of course, other stuff. You know, the other stuff. We don't talk about that stuff. And by other stuff, of course, I mean pikes and X-Swords or men of steel. You see, is under attack here by some orcs. Looks like more orcs from Rhaegar being brought in. Doors in purple looks sweet with each edition. That looks fucking cool. Looks like this mine probably will go down, which is not ideal for Jesse, of course. This is basically his main mine shaft. That's the one he uses to get in and out to his tunnel network. So it's going to slow him down immensely. It looks like the builder's also potentially going to die here as well, unless he can get him out of there in time. But nope, he's right smack dab in the middle of a bunch of orcs. He can't get out. He's trying. He's stuck. Down goes the builder. Looks like we do have a glowing out for Jesse, though. Hopefully help against Rhaegar's attack. Then we have a cave troll with a tree. And it's a literal full-on tree. He didn't even break the leaves off. Beautiful. So that'll be interesting. He's going to walk around with that awkwardly. Look at these spiderlings. They actually upgraded their look when they got to level 3 or 2, whatever it is. They got darker, more like poison spiders, black widows or what have you. Pretty neat. Or maybe there's just variation between spiderlings. Just one planet has a lot of variation between things, so that's possible. Oh my god, this cave troll is destroying the dwarves. It's beautiful, but at the same time disgusting. Down goes the cave troll, but not before doing a massive amount of damage. He carved his way through with that stick. Under the cave bat as well. Really helping out there. Definitely notices what he's doing here. He's got another cave troll, and he's got goblin urchins in the field as well. He's also utilizing the poison arrows. Trying to bring the dwarves down with poison. It seems to be working pretty nicely. Meanwhile, on the other side, it does look like he is struggling against Rhaegar. Rhaegar is a full offensive mode here. Lots of orcs. He's got Ishlings in there as well. And does a rebuild. Looks like he's opted to rebuild the Hall of Warriors instead of the fort. The fort isn't taking that much damage though. But of course, Rhaegar is just sending orcs on orcs on orcs. It feels like the minimap, just a stream of orcs. So he's definitely going to need help from his ally if he's going to have any chance of surviving here. Also, it looks like we must have a builder over there. Ready to place down a secret attack mine shaft, perhaps. There's another troll with another different stick. I love the variation in 1.9. It's so good. You get so many different little visual upgrades or different changes between the units or what have you for their skin. It's very cool. Looks like Jesse's throwing up a archer range. Definitely be helpful considering how many orc warriors are actually in his base. Axelor seemed like a good call, but I don't think he's gonna have time to build this. I think Scorp really needs to send some aid to his ally right now. Although if he does, of course, that would be the perfect time for Glutemaster to attack, so he has to be careful about that. But of course, on the other hand, if your ally dies, you're in trouble. And that's never a good thing. So we got Wildman Dunlin summoned from Scorp going over here. Trying to do some damage. If he's lucky, he can get this mineshaft over here. He did indeed get this farm, though. Yeah, there's more than enough of them to be able to take that down before dying to orc maggots. 2 farms for that one, not bad. No, continue fighting on until they're dead. But look at the amount of troops for Rhaegar. It's crazy. He's got he has about 600 out of 750 command points, but just look how much you can get. It's a lot. Glutemaster's going for an attack here. He of course has summoned the Men of Dale just now. Just he's got himself rebuild and rally call, 3 power points there. But his economy is crippled, as you'll see. He's just now got it up to 400. So his command point limit economy is getting a little better, but it's by no means good. And Scorpio, of course, has himself Wildman summon. And he's almost got 10 after that. He's at 3 something, 600, 700, up 750 for Mordor, who has 5 Sauron, a War Chant, and Teen Land. And Rhaegar on the left side is just definitely hammering the dwarves. And Jesse is struggling very much. Although we do have some aid finally being sent over from Scorp. So that's good. And Employing is, of course, leveling up. Defending the Dwarven home. So it's going to be difficult for him to keep his mine chest alive, that's for sure. Just considering the sheer amount of orcs being sent out of the top left. It's going to be hard as hell. The Gloopmaster going for an attack, taking this time while he's aiming his ally to go for a full-on brutal assault led by King Dane. King Dane should really use his Mighty Rage. There you go, he did. Perfect. So that's the Mighty Rage particle effect we haven't seen before. Pretty cool. He's wrecking Scorp's face here. He's also thrown up a heroic statue in the base of Scorp. That was a bold one. And now he has that there. And that's going to be nasty. I think Scorp is dead here. Yeah, brutal, vicious assault. Scorp was doing pretty well, but now I think he's about to fall into shadow. So it seems the northern team pretty much overall managed to crush the southern team, I'd say. Although it's a rebuild, it's not going to be enough though. This army of spiderlings that Scorp built is not going to be a good counter to this. And of course, the Master's really cemented himself here with his King Dane and his statue, so he'll have leadership for days. I guess this gives double armor. King Dane, of course, gives 25% damage, 25% armor. So I think it just goes 25% damage from him, and then the 50% armor from that, basically. Assuming that's what double armor means. 50%. Potentially. Oh my god, I heard a Mumik. We have a Mumik out for Rhaegar. Interesting. Looks like he's still fending off Dwarven attacks from Jesse, who is running for his life from a Mumik with his groin. And while his base is under siege, although he's starting to get Axors out, I wonder if Scorp's going to die here. He's got a couple of goblin caves. He does have his builder. He's trying to get his builder out of there sneakily, it looks like. If we can get him over here, it might be okay, but I think Gloopmaster's gaining in such power, it's going to be difficult to stop him. And this army of dwarves is going to be very difficult to stop. Especially with leadership from King Dane. And if the Mumik decides to come in here, well, let's just add insult to injury, really. Oh, poor dwarves. They were so young. So full of dwarven life. And now they're dead. Brutal. Well, he actually evacuated the Haradrim Lancers from the top of the Mumik. Which you can do. You can put them back on if you want. Pretty cool. Haradrim Lancers aren't actually a bad unit. They're pretty good. So if you can get them from the inn, they're actually pretty decent for Mordor. I think, at least. Because they basically do throwing pikeman damage. Which is pretty good. Yeah, the Fortress of Jesse is going down here. Not much they can do about it. Wow, Poison Arrow's got some serious range. Look at that shit. It's, of course, a lot longer range than their normal attack, so you can use that from long distance and then get them in there, get them involved in shorter distance range. Which is pretty cool. It's actually a feature I would like to see in 2.02, to be honest, for the next version. If they can have a longer range for the Poison Arrows, that'd be cool. It's not bad, but it's not that far. There we go. Jesse's been defeated. His fort taken. His life taken. There's the Haradrim Horn. There is a nice charge from the Mumik. Oh, and there's the Witch King. Of course, when you recruit him in 1.9, you get that cool Morgul effect coming out of the fortress. But yeah, I think this game is over. They are defeated. Scorp is defeated as well. So there you go. That is was a decent game. It was a bit one-sided on the top team, but I think the southern team did alright. It's just, as dwarves, it can be very, very difficult to fight off a good Mordor player, as you can see there. That was a lot of orcs. And now we all know dwarves dealing with harassment's not always fun, so I feel his pain. There you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that cast, and I'll see you guys in the next cast of the Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, patch 1.9. See you all next time.